Head coach of the men's PACWEST champion Douglas Royals, the men's soccer team, Robby Toor joins us. Coach, how have you handled this pandemic and being off and not playing any games here in the month of September?
It's been a bit surreal, obviously. Been in the PACWEST for 17 years now, and this is my first, I guess you would say, August and September where I haven't had a preseason, and we haven't had any PACWEST games. So I think it's the same for everybody in the sport world and just everybody in general. Life's definitely different, and definitely missed not having a training camp. August is normally everybody's last summer month where they enjoy themselves, but August for me has been go time for the last number of years. So it's kind of sad not to be out there with the squad and training and prepping and talking PACWEST season, talking PACWEST provincials, and talking nationals, because that's just become a norm for me and my family over the years.
Have you had a chance to continue to connect with the players and still talk to them, or have you been hands off?
No, I've still been pretty active. It was a different year for recruitment and a different year just for meetings and getting together over the summer. I wasn't able to, there was no youth PL season. So fortunately for me, I had talked to a number of players that we had interest in probably January, February, and the plan was to meet them around March, April, May, and kind of go out and see them play and talk to a few players. But of course, that never happened. But the thing we were fortunate was a lot of these players had already committed to going to Douglas. So recruitment was different. You instead of being able to go and watch players, I talked to several coaches throughout the youth level and just kind of got some info, report cards, if you would, on certain players and style. And a lot of the youth coaches that I have reports with and talk with, they know what kind of style we play at Douglas. So it was a pretty easy fit recruiting some of the players that we did bring in. Again, we'll see how things mesh once we hit the field and play some games. So, yeah.
Have you had a chance to get on the field, a smaller group of guys coming in and out kind of thing, or have
you? We started the phase one portion of training in August. So we were only going just once a week just to kind of get the team out and obviously bring some of the last year's guys with this year's guys.
Yeah.
So it was nice to get on field, and practices were definitely different. We weren't scrimmaging and playing and doing a lot of contact. It was more technical works and fitness, and goalies got a bit of work because we did a lot of shooting and individual shooting skill sets. So it was good in that sense. But it was nice to see the guys out in August, even though it was just less than a handful of times. But now that we're in the first week of school, we're going to start getting back on the field, 2 times a week, and start bringing the group together and planning and prepping for, if there is, hopefully a PACWEST season in the winter semester.
Yeah, fingers crossed for that. For you as the head coach, though, how does coaching change? How is this going to be different from pre-pandemic to now post-pandemic as far as interacting with players and other coaches?
For me, I think it's not going to be a whole lot of change. Obviously, there's going to be some different dynamic to, when you want to talk to a player one-on-one and with social distancing and everything. COVID related, things are different. But for me, I'm kind of going about business as usual, talking to players as I would normally. I in the past, I've frequently contacted players over the phone and talked one-on-one. Zoom's obviously a new thing, and I used to have one-on-one meetings a lot. So for me, it's not too much different yet at this point. We'll see how things go over time. And I've always been the type of coach to kind of let my players problem solve. At youth, it's a little bit different. You kind of got to go out there and physically say, okay, I need you to make this run, and I need you to play the ball there. At this level, my expectation is the guys coming in already know how to do a lot of that stuff. For me, it's more maintenance and fine tuning and more game specific stuff, like we're losing 1-0, winning 1-0, how to manage the game in that sense. But in terms of the skill set and all that, I think I've always liked players to be able to, how do you fix it? I can't go out there on the field and do it for you. Show me what you need to do. So it's kind of going to be the same for me. But again, moving forward, we'll see how things really go, and hopefully the sport doesn't change too much with COVID and things stay the same.
So now we've been at home for so many months with the family. Have you learned anything new? Any other than soccer skills or soccer maneuvers, schemes? Did you learn anything new?
I learned one actually very important skill over since COVID, and that was parenting. My daughter was born on March 15th.
Oh,
She was born 2 days before basically the world shut down. So
yeah.
I've really honed in on my parenting skills. Still learning a lot and trying to follow my wife's lead, but figuring things out for myself too.
Well, congratulations. Thanks for your time, and hopefully we'll see you on the field in the winter semester.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Take care.